Good morning. Welcome to our last week of remote learning. This is going to be the last video that I make with you, my friends. We're coming down to the wire. That means we're coming to the end of the school year. So let's get started. I told you on Friday that we were going to be starting a new month today. So let's sing hello, and then we'll find out what the new month is. Alrighty? Let us sing hello to Liam, how are you? Let us sing hello to Gavin, how are you? Let us sing hello to Joey. Let us sing hello to Jack. Let us sing hello to Harper, how are you? Let us sing hello to Luca, how are you? Let us sing hello to Nellie, how are you? Let us sing hello to Mia. Let us sing hello to Emma. Let us sing hello to Drew, how are you? Let us sing hello to Frida, how are you? Let us sing hello to Safa, how are you? Let us sing hello to Justin. Let us sing hello to Butch. Let us sing hello to John, how are you? Let us sing hello to Cora, how are you? Let us sing hello, Miss Pia, how are you? Let us sing hello to Mary. Let us sing hello, Floral Park. Let us sing hello to the world, how are you? And a boom. Alrighty, I did give you a little hint on Friday what the new month was going to be. Let's go take a look at the word. It starts with this letter. Do you remember that letter? Letter J. And J makes this sound. J, J, J. Do you remember that? Remember we did Jack, be nimble, Jack, be quick? That was letter J. So the next letter is U-N-E. And the name of the month is June. And June is a summertime month. Take a look at this picture. Now there's a building all the way back here. Now this doesn't look like my first school building, but it looks like the building of the other schools that you go to. Right? I think that's a school back there. And who do you think this might be waving to the children? What do you think? Did you guess the teacher? I think this might be the teacher. And she has glasses and curly hair, kind of like Mary. And this little boy is waving goodbye. And then look, these folks over here are having a picnic. Two friends together with a dog, because in June, we always have the last days of school. And that means summer vacation begins. Some folks might be going on vacation, meaning they might go to another place, visit a relative, grandma, grandpa. Maybe you go driving in a car, or maybe flying in an airplane, or going on a boat. There's all different ways to go on vacation. This year, vacations may be a little bit different because a lot of people are staying home to stay safe, and they're not traveling on airplanes and boats so much. So maybe people will start to take rides in their car, go up to the country, or out east to the Hamptons, all kinds of different places. Or if you're like Mary, you spend a lot of time here in Floral Park just doing fun things, walking around town, waving at friends, going for a walk or a run or a bicycle ride. There's lots of fun things you can do during your summer vacation. So the month is June. Let's sing the Day of the Week song. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 7 days, 7 days. The week has 7 days. The last time I saw you, it was Friday, and it was back in May, right? Then we didn't meet each other on a video for Saturday, Sunday, but we came back to school on Monday. You got it. Now look, Mary took all the numbers off the calendar since May, the old month, is finished. So if today is the first day of June, what number is going to go in that spot? That's an easy peasy question, right? If it's the 1st of June, let's see what we have. It's number 1. So today is Monday, June 1. We call it June 1st, the first day of June. I notice that there's no picture on the numbers this month. I'm wondering what kind of pattern we might see. Now, we'll meet again on Friday in our Zoom class. And maybe we'll figure out, maybe there's a color pattern. Or maybe it's a color and then a picture. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Alrighty. So, will you go take a look out your window and tell us? What is the weather, weather, weather? What do the weather children say today? Go ahead, go take a peek. I'm looking out my window. I know what I'm going to say. I don't think there's any dispute about what the weather is like today. I see it sunny, sunny, sunny. Did you see it too? The weather people say it is sunny today. It's a little cool. It's not a hot sunny day. It's a cool sunny day. But that's beautiful too, because then you're not all sweaty and hot. And then you can do more things outside because you have lots of energy when the weather is cool. So I like a cool day like this. How about you? Do you like it when it's warmer or when it's cooler? Everybody has a different opinion, right? Alrighty, my friends. On Friday, we're going very quickly now. We usually spend a few days on a new letter, but now we're just going to do one day for a letter. And on Friday, we did this letter. Do you remember the name of that letter? Letter Y. And Y says y, y, y. You feel it back here in the back. Y, y. And these are some of the Y words. These were awesome words you folks came up with. Yellow, yo-yo, yarn, yak, yard, you, yesterday, and yoga. Now, I don't know if you folks checked out Miss Pia's video for Friday, but she did a yarn painting craft, and Drew's mom sent us a picture of this beautiful work that he did with his yarn painting. So I hope that you, the rest of you, had a chance to do some yarn painting. And even if you don't have yarn, a piece of string works the same way. But we said yarn because yarn begins with Y. But if you just want to do a neat craft, don't worry about it being yarn. Use a string. That's another idea. So we have to start a new letter today. So Mary is going to erase letter Y. And let's see what the new one is going to be. Goodbye, letter Y. Goodbye, letter Y. Goodbye, letter Y. Remember I told you that Y uses all straight lines? Well, this next letter uses straight lines as well. Straight lines are easier to make than curved lines, so I like all those letters with the straight lines. How about you? Maybe they're not tricky for you, but I remember when I was little, the letters with the curves were very tricky for me. So here's the new letter. All right. Do you remember where we start our letters? Where do we start our letters? At the top. Good job. Where do we start our letters? At the top. If you're gonna write a letter, then you better remember to start it at the top. And when I say top, let's pretend this is the lines on a piece of paper, right? So we go to the top line, and for this letter, we're gonna slide down to the bottom, jump up to the middle, slide down to the bottom, and then jump up to the top. Do you folks know that letter? It's W. Did you say W? Awesome. So the uppercase W and the lowercase W look very much the same. The lowercase one is just smaller. Slide down to the bottom, jump up, slide lie down, jump up. And W says this sound. W, 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 w. You put your lips together. W. Now, usually we think about W words. But since I can't hear your answers, maybe you can tell your mom or dad or another grown-up to write them down for you. And then on Friday for our Zoom class, maybe you can tell me your W words. What I decided to do today is I have a book that has lots of W words in it. So I'm going to write down the W words, but I'm going to read the book first, and then we'll go through it a second time, and I'll write down all those W words, okay? The name of the story is Wet World. Now, the title right there, you can see wet starts with what letter? W, you're right. And world starts with what letter? Another W. Wet world. I think I'm going to write those down right away. I know I said I would write them down after. Wet world. I'm going to underline the W. Wet world. All right. So I'm not going to write down the words until I read it a second time. We'll go through it. There are the umbrellas. Because if it's a wet world, it must be what kind of weather? Weather. Ooh. I can't help myself. I have to write it down. Weather. W-A-A-T-H-E-R. Weather. Right. The weather must be around there. Let's check it out and see. Wet world. And the author is Norma Simon. The illustrator, the person who drew the pictures, is Alexei Natchev. A wet world waited when I woke up this morning. Wet windows, wet trees, wet leaves, wet grass, wet street, wet rooftops, wet world. A warm breakfast waited when I went downstairs. Warm toast, warm cereal, warm cocoa, warm tummy. Ooh, those things sound delicious on a wet, rainy day. A stiff raincoat slipped on my stiff arms. Shiny high boots over my shiny shoes. Hat, coat, boots, out to the wet world. I walked on the wet world. Wet ground pulls my boots. Wet sidewalk splashes my boots. Wet rain sprinkles my hat. Wet raindrops down, wet rain drips down my coat. It certainly is a wet day. Wet cars swish down my road. Windshield wipers wipe the wet. Wish, 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 wish away the wet. Wet puddles cover wet boots. Dry feet in wet boots. Dry arms in wet coat. Dry head in wet hat. Dry me, wet world. I am hearing a ton of W words. Are you hearing them? A warm world waited when I went home. Warm mother, warm father, warm stove. This is a wood-burning stove. Some folks have that in their house instead of a fireplace. You put wood inside and it burns just like in a fireplace, except it's inside this metal wood stove, keeping them warm. A wet world waited outside my window. A warm bed waited inside my room. Ooh. covers in a warm bed. A warm kiss kissed me, and now I'm in bed. I wonder what world will wait in the morning. She's thinking about it. Is it going to be wet or is it going to be dry? Good night, wet world. And there are those umbrellas again. So let's go through and see if we can find some more W. So I'll write down all those W words. So first of all, wet world. I already wrote them down. And weather. Okay, so here we have a wet world waited. So let's put that word down. Waited. Can you all say that? Waited. Wet world waited. When I woke up. How about when? Let's write that down. When I woke. When and woke. Ooh, lots of W's. So we already have wet. Wet, wet, wet rooftops. Wet world. We already wrote those down. Shiny boots, hat, coat, boots, out to the wet world. I walked on the wet world. So let's put walked. W-A-L-K-E-D. Walked. Mary's W is a little messy there. We'll go over these at the very end. Wet rain, wet drips. Windshield wipers. Remember they were going swish, 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 swish. Windshield wipers. Windshield wipers. Wish, wish, wish. Wish, wish, wish. That's the sound that they make. Okay, let's see. Some of these words are the same W words. Wet world. A warm world waited when I went home. So we have warm. We have world. And we already wrote waited. When I went home, went. That's another one. Boy, by the end of this book, you're going to know all about letter W, aren't you? Warm bed. We already said warm. Warm kiss. I wonder what world will wait in the morning. Wonder, we didn't write that one down yet. W-O-N-D-E-R. Mary's letters, you can't see so well. I wonder what world will. W-I-L-L. Wait. Did we write down? Oh, we have waited, but we didn't write wait. Will wait in the morning. And that's going to be the end. Good night, wet world. So I'm going to read those words one last time to finish up our video. Letter W. We have wet world. Weather. Maybe you could say it right after me. Weather. You say it. Waited. You say it. When. Woke. Walked. You say it. Windshield. Wipers. Wish. Wish, wish, wish. Warm. We did world already. Went. Wonder. Will, and wait. of W words. Thanks for joining me. Now, in another video, Mary's going to talk about a game that you folks can play with your grown-ups. And it's a game that helps you with counting. It's more or less, the more or less game. So check out that video, and maybe you can play it today and let me know how it went on Friday. Also, Miss Pia should be putting together another video for another craft, a W craft using white paint. Check it out. Until our Zoom call on Friday, I look forward to seeing you and have a good rest of the week.